If you're working hard, doing everything right, and still feel broke, this is going to make you angry. Because the truth is, you're not losing money by accident. You're losing it by design. There are 7 money habits rich people follow quietly. No one teaches them. Schools ignore them. Even your parents didn't know them. And the longer you go without learning them, the more money you lose every single year. And here's the scary part. Most people will hear this, agree with it, and still do nothing. Don't be that person. Stay with me until number 3, because that one alone can completely change your financial future. Let me tell you about someone. There's a guy making $120,000 a year. He lives in a nice apartment, drives a new car, goes out on weekends, orders food without checking prices. From the outside, he looks successful, but at the end of every month, he's broke. No savings, no investments, just bills and stress. Now compare that to someone making half of that income, but quietly building assets, saving consistently, and investing smartly. One looks rich. The other is actually becoming rich. And the difference comes down to this first habit. Rich people don't focus on making more money first. They focus on keeping it. They understand something most people ignore. Money doesn't disappear loudly. It disappears silently. Through subscriptions you forgot about, impulse purchases that felt small at the time, lifestyle upgrades you didn't actually need, but got used to. This is called financial leakage. And over time, it destroys your ability to build wealth. Rich people track where their money goes with almost obsessive attention, not because they're cheap, but because they know every dollar they keep is a dollar that can grow. Because wealth isn't built by what you earn. It's built by what you don't lose. But it gets stranger, because the second habit goes completely against everything you were taught growing up. You were told to save money, and then buy things when you can afford them. Sounds responsible, right? But the wealthy don't think like that. They use other people's money. Banks, investors, credit, partnerships. They use leverage to acquire assets. And then those assets generate income. That income pays off the debt. And whatever is left becomes profit. Think about how powerful that is. Instead of waiting years to afford something, they acquire it now and let the asset pay for itself over time. Meanwhile, most people spend years saving for things that actually make them poorer. A car that loses value. A lifestyle that increases expenses. Leverage isn't dangerous by itself. Using it without understanding is. And most people were never taught how to use it at all. Now here's where most people fail completely. The moment money hits your account, it starts disappearing. Rent, bills, groceries, subscriptions, EMIs, and whatever is left at the end. That's what people try to save. But let's be honest, most months, there's nothing left. That's why people stay stuck. Because they're saving last. Rich people flip this completely. The second they get paid, they pay themselves first. Before rent, before bills, before anything. A fixed percentage of their income immediately moves into investments, savings, or assets. Automatically. No thinking. No decision-making, no temptation. Then they live on whatever remains. And something interesting happens when you do this. You adapt. Your lifestyle adjusts around what's left, without needing discipline, without needing motivation. Just a system doing the work for you. If you take only one thing from this entire video, make it this one. Because this single habit has built more wealth than almost anything else. Feel that slight discomfort? That's not confusion. That's your perspective shifting. Now let's talk about something most people get completely backwards. Buying things. Most people see something they want and immediately think, can I afford this? Rich people ask a different question. What can buy this for me? They don't buy liabilities first. They buy assets. Assets that generate income. So instead of paying for a car out of their salary, they invest in something that generates enough monthly income to cover that car payment. Now, the car isn't coming from their pocket. It's coming from their asset. That's a completely different game. One path makes you dependent on income. The other builds independence from it. And once you see that difference, You can't unsee it. Here's something nobody tells you. Opportunities don't come from scrolling. They come from proximity, from being in the right rooms with the right people. Think about it. How do people get access to high-paying deals, private investments, business opportunities that never go public? It's not luck, it's access. And access comes from relationships. Rich people invest in their network intentionally. They attend events. They build connections. They stay in environments where opportunities flow naturally. Meanwhile, most people are surrounded by the same conversations, the same limitations, and the same financial struggles. And then they wonder why nothing changes. Because your environment shapes your outcomes more than your effort ever will. Now, this next one might frustrate you a little because it feels unfair. Two people make the same amount of money. One earns it through a job. The other earns it through investments. The worker pays a significant portion in taxes. The investor often pays far less, not because they're cheating, but because the system is designed that way. Tax laws reward ownership. They reward investment. They reward risk-taking. Rich people understand this and plan around it. They don't just earn money. They structure it. They hire experts. They think long-term. They make decisions with taxes in mind all year, not just when filing returns. Meanwhile, most people only think about taxes once a year, and by then it's already too late. We're almost at the last one, and this is where everything changes. Most people are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, the perfect moment when everything feels safe. But that moment never comes, because when it comes to money, certainty doesn't exist. Rich people understand this. They act even when things are uncertain. They invest when the market is down. They move when others hesitate. They expect discomfort. They expect risk, because they know there is no reward without it. Meanwhile, the person waiting for the perfect time is still waiting years later. Same income, same situation, same excuses. But one thing has grown, not their money, their fear. Here's the truth nobody likes to admit. These habits aren't hidden because they're complicated. They're hidden because the system benefits when you don't follow them. Banks benefit when you spend instead of save. Advertisers benefit when you chase lifestyle over assets. Companies benefit when you stay dependent on income. And the longer you stay in that cycle, the harder it becomes to break out of it. But now you know, and that changes everything. Because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. The rich aren't smarter. They didn't get lucky. They just learned the rules early and kept playing the game. Most people will watch this video, feel motivated for a few minutes, and then go back to the same habits. Don't be most people. If this changed how you think, subscribe, because the next video might change how you earn.